Lord, may your presence, goodness, and mercy be with us all week. Amen.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Girl, don't even get me started.
Hey, Tempest.
Hi, Stephanie.
How you doing, Queen?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We're virtual this week, y'all.
I know.
I
Sorry,
went
y'all.
on. I know. I went on vacation though. It was fun.
I love that for you.
We went to Myrtle Beach. I know you love Myrtle Beach.
Ugh, my favorite place. Little
Okay,
FOMO.
but let me tell you, my family, they are not beach people like we used to be.
Okay.
My brother's like, ugh, sand.
You know what though? Like I have a lot of people that like they like the idea of the beach, but the sand gives them the ick.
I mean, I
So,
understand, like, it gets everywhere.
but see, like I am a beach girl. I can literally go to the beach and stay there all day, like
I love the
all day.
beach. I brought two books. I was fully prepared to like lay out all day, but like my niece
Hmm
was there and she's a baby. So I'm going to go where the baby
hmm
is.
That's fair. See, yeah, I'm the same way. I'll have my books, my snacks, my umbrella. I'm vibing.
She's ready.
I don't need nothing else.
Girl, for real. But let me tell you, actually, hold on, I forgot. Y'all, we're a women's basketball podcast. Welcome. Welcome to Girl, don't even get me started. A women's basketball podcast. We just got so chatty talking about the beach,
I
y'all. We love the
know.
beach.
Goodness gracious.
But there were these people who tried to kick us out,
Why they
and he
try to kick
was
you out?
because apparently this is actually the worst of capitalism. They have these little umbrella things. We stayed at a resort. It was nice. Um, and like the beach was right there, and then they have these little umbrella thingies that were just open. So we're thinking, oh yeah, we'll just go sit down under the little umbrellas. Maybe they're just for the resort folks, whatever.
Right.
No, you rent them for the entire day. So then if you're not there, no one is
hmm
sitting on these chairs.
See, they do that in Panama, but they're free. Like you can just go to any of the chairs and just lounge.
Right. This is the
So
worst of capitalism.
yeah, Myrtle Beach needs to change that because Panama is free. So.
Myrtle Beach needs to get on Panama's level. Okay.
Hmm
I was annoyed. And the man was standing there and he was like, okay, y'all have to move. And he just kept standing there. I like, sir, it takes a minute to move. Excuse
See,
me.
see, that's one of those jobs where if I worked there, they would fire me because I wouldn't care enough. Like, oh, y'all are set up and comfy. Have fun. I don't care.
Right, sir. Like,
No,
don't. He really made me mad. I was like, you're about to get me turned. And like, again, he was doing his job, which like I'm fair, but
it's not that serious.
it's not that serious. Okay. This is the beach. Relax.
Literally. Jesus. Well, I'm
Anyways,
glad you had fun though.
we did have fun. It was a good
Yeah,
time, but now we need a break from our vacation.
that's fair.
It's time for
That's
some
so fair.
rest. Anyway, did you have a good week?
I did. What did I do this week? I didn't do much this week. I did some
Okay.
tutoring. I'm tutoring the
Oh,
kids.
yes. You just
Mhm.
started, right?
Yes, it was fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes. Teach shape the young minds.
child, trying to get them ready for August.
Right, girl, because it's gonna come around the corner. June's almost done.
hmm I
And since
June is
June
almost done. What?
June's almost over, so then July's almost over, so it's basically August 1st.
Pretty much. Like I should be decorating my room tomorrow,
Ugh.
except we're
I
under construction, so I can't.
Girl, decorate in your mind. She'll be ready.
Internal designing. hmm
Right.
hmm hmm
Shall we
hmm
get into this episode?
Let's do it.
This week saw the conclusion of regular Commissioner's Cup stuff. And so we now officially have our East Coast finalist and our West Coast finalist. Tempest, you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
so enthused. Would you like to share who they are?
I'm so excited.
Go ahead and share. Who are the
So
finalists?
for the East Coast, you have the New York Liberty. Yay.
Ooh.
And then for the West Coast, you have the Las Vegas Aces. Kinda yay.
Look, I'll take them over the Minnesota Lynx.
Honestly, yes, I guess. I don't know. I really wanted my Dallas girlies to pull through, and I just, man.
But again, if it's between the Minnesota Lynx and the Aces, I'd rather the Aces. But I understand. I wanted the Valkyries to go far, but it is what it is.
Whoa.
I told you I like them now.
I hear you, but no. Absolutely not.
It's Gabby Williams. And everyone else feels the same way as I do because she was number 8 in the overall All-Star voting
Oh, okay.
in the preliminaries.
Mm-hmm. And Paige was up there too, so.
Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm.
But the Dallas girls couldn't get it together.
I know.
But also on the East Coast, at least it wasn't the Fever.
Now listen, that made me happy. I will definitely take the New York Liberty over them.
Right, girl. I could not have another year of them going to the finals. Mm-mm.
Not this year. I didn't have the mental capacity for it. Mm-mm.
Right. So that game will be on June 30th. And that's gonna be exciting. I think it's gonna be a fun matchup. It'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be live. We'll have a guest on to talk about the game that week.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be fun. Make sure you tune in. But that also means we are back to regularly scheduled basketball. So should we hear the standings?
Let's talk about it.
Here's our regular standings. At number 15, guess who?
Connecticut.
Poor babies. They're on a 7-game losing streak.
But they are trying so hard.
They're trying.
Like,
they are
genuinely.
They're 2 for 15.
Yep.
They gotta try harder.
Yep.
At number 14, guess who?
Seattle Storm.
They are only one better with 3 for 14. They're on a 10-game losing streak.
And that sucks.
I know, poor things.
Poor
At number,
Flauché.
I know she deserves to be on a better team.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like she's having fun though. So
yeah.
At number 13, you've got Chicago Sky. Number 12, you've got the Phoenix Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
Number 11, you've got the LA Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10, you've got your Portland Fire.
I don't like that, but okay.
The fire is burning out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to do it. At number 9, we've got Toronto Tempo.
Mm-hmm.
At number 8, we've got the Washington Mystics.
Okay.
Number 7, you've got the Indiana Fever.
Okay.
They've dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, we've got your Dallas Wings girlies.
Okay.
Top 10. That's good.
I'll take that. Better than last year. Hey.
Right. Number 5, you've got Golden State Valkyries.
Okay.
Number 4, you've got New York Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Atlanta Dream.
Okay.
Number 2, the Las Vegas Aces.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, Minnesota Lynx. All right. Well, those are the standings. Shall we get into our headliners?
Headliners. Hey, headliners. Headliners.
For those first-time listeners, Headliners is where we talk about the 2 top games of the week outside of the film room. So, Tempest, what was your top game this week?
My top game happened last night. It was the Dallas Wings versus the Chicago Sky. The score of this game was 93-92.
Girl.
So it was close. Okay. All right. Dallas Wings top scorer was Jessica Shepard with 21 points. And then for Chicago, it was Camila Cardoso with 26 points.
Love me some Camila.
Love her down. My biggest concern, honestly, was that Dallas just had a really slow start in the first quarter until Maddie Segrist joined. And then she started racking up those points. My girls were behind.
She's an asset for their team.
She really is. And the thing is, she only played 11 minutes of this game, but she's so effective when she's on the court.
Dang.
Now, turning point. There were a lot of them. Okay, there were a lot. So in the first quarter, the Chicago Sky just took off.
Okay,
Dallas was behind. I mean, it was rough. Okay, it was rough.
Okay,
Chicago outscored Dallas 20-10. 0 in the paint. Okay. They were leading by they were leading by 12 points after the first
Jeez.
quarter. Yeah.
Jeez, girl.
So Chicago came out with that Portland fire, I guess.
Right, it's gone from
Right.
Portland. It's in Chicago now.
And then the second quarter was just kind of Third quarter, Dallas was trying to chip away, Well, no, second quarter they were trying to come back. But then third quarter, the Chicago Sky said, "Hold on. Y'all not going to do that." And they
Right.
started taking over again. They led the
Okay.
game 71-57. But then the fourth quarter came, and my Dallas girlies said, "Absolutely not in our house.
Who did it? Who
We're
was
not
it?
playing that."
Was it Paige?
It was, let me tell you, it was Paige, it was Lee Uru, it was Jessica Shepard, it was AZ and her quick releases. It was just a combination. Like,
Okay.
Lee Uru, she scored 2 free throws with 12.5 seconds left.
Oh, this came down
Okay.
to the wire. Oh, this was tea.
Yeah. Dallas actually scored a season high of 36 fourth quarter points to rally from their 14-point deficit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Paige ended up scoring the last bucket of the night, and she got a foul. So it was beautiful. Chicago got really flustered with that.
Oh my gosh. That would have, I would have been so upset.
And then Chicago went down the court with some seconds left, and they just couldn't get it.
Right.
It wasn't happening.
Oh.
So Star Trek, Paige got 19 points this game. AZ had 13 points. Arike had 12 points, and then Maddie came in with 9 points. But like I said, she only played 11 minutes, but still, she contributed a lot.
Right.
And then for the Chicago Sky, Skylar Diggins had 14 points. Sydney Taylor had 18 points. And then Natasha Cloud had 10 points. And Azure, she contributed 8 points. Azure Stevens. Now, I will say, we saw T Cloud get very flustered during this game.
Interesting.
Like, visibly frustrated. When Paige scored at the very end, she got really upset because I think they put the foul on her. But then when the game actually ended and they were going in the tunnel, she kicked the furniture.
Here's the thing. I was not aware of the level that Natasha Cloud and her significant other could get to.
I wasn't either, and I feel like this week kind of showed me some traits that I don't think I like that much.
You really that is the craziest thing. We don't know these players. We do not know these people.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a lot, and I know players get really frustrated, and especially with the game being so close, but I don't think it's a good look when players get so visibly frustrated and then you're kicking furniture. You have to remember, there are kids that are idolizing you guys and watching you. So we still have to be mindful of that. Not saying you have to be perfect, because nobody's perfect and we do get frustrated, but kicking down the furniture in the tunnel, now that just was not necessary.
Right. You really do gotta wait to get to the locker room, Queen. You're a veteran. You gotta wait.
Especially because literally I saw the video on Twitter, I think, and then I saw it on TikTok. So that means these videos are surfacing on social media, and guess who is heavily on social media?
The children.
So they're seeing these things and they idolize you, so they're gonna think it might be okay to do, and that's not.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, look, I get it in terms of the feelings. I would be really upset at that moment too. But I mean, I'm with you. You really have to control yourself and your anger. Sports are just a whole other thing. It's tough, but that's your job. This is your profession, and this is what you signed up for.
And someone has to win and someone has to lose.
Someone's got to lose. I just feel bad for Chicago.
I know, but it was a really good game. Seriously.
Glad your Dallas girls got that win.
Glad they got the W.
Whew, girl, let me talk about this game real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
So, the Indiana Fever and Atlanta Dream played each other twice this week.
Because why?
Girl, Kathy, you know I'm out for you. Kathy,
do better.
Literally, girl. But anyways, so I did the one on Thursday. I went live. Literally, let me tell you just really briefly. I'm on vacation. We're mini golfing. I am watching on the phone. I hand the phone to my sister, say, hold this really quick. I golf. I run back to the front to get my phone and then run back to where my mini golf is every hole.
Dedication. That's what I
Girl,
call that.
Girl, because this game came down to the wire, but it was such a good game, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Top performers on Thursday, Angel Reese had 21 points and 11 rebounds. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell were tied with 26 points, but Caitlin Clark had also gotten 7 assists as well.
Nice.
Biggest concern, Atlanta and those missed free throws.
Let's talk about it.
Because I don't understand what is going on here. We can drain threes, but not free throws?
Right.
I need Carl to be a little more hands-on. He's gentle parenting, and he needs to cut that out.
He is gentle parenting.
Yes!
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, they'll figure it out. It's fine. Let them... No! What happened to drills? What happened to running? They don't call them suicides anymore. So champions, whatever happened to those? Every missed free throw, drop and give me 10.
Thank you. It'll humble him, I promise you.
Come on. And then for Indiana, they had a lot of foul trouble, especially Caitlin Clark. She had 5 fouls. And also, that was the same thing on Saturday. Lots of foul trouble, especially with their top players. So, that affects the flow of the game. Caitlin Clark had to go out for a majority of that fourth quarter. And even though they were able to still produce offensively, that's not going to be able to happen in the game.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The turning point in this game, Atlanta had a dominant second quarter. Dominant. They outscored the Fever 34-20.
Nice.
Right? That gave them the advantage. And I just have to note, 6 different players on that Atlanta team scored multiple times in that quarter.
Team ball.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep.
In high school, we used to say teamwork makes the dream twerk.
Okay.
We love it.
If it works, it works.
I don't think my dad liked that. He was our coach.
That's so fair.
Anyways, star check. For the Fever, it was the big 3 putting up their points. Aaliyah Boston had 23 points and 8 rebounds. And I already shared Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark had 26 apiece. For the Atlanta Dream, Ryan Howard had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals.
That's my girl.
You hear how long that stat line is?
Yes. And I love every bit of it.
The next top scorer, Jordan Canada.
Clock it.
18 points, 5 assists, 4 steals.
Because let me tell you, Twitter was trying to talk a mess about your girl.
When?
Yeah, Twitter was trying to come for her, acting like she wasn't a contributor, and that's not true.
Before this week? Yeah, talk about it again, because she almost put up a triple-double on Saturday. So stop pretending like Jordan Canada's not that girl.
Thank you.
All of them trying to be like, oh, no, we need to trade her. What about it now?
Exactly.
Trade her where?
What was said?
Sorry, I can't hear you. What?
I can hear you. Right.
Alicia Gray also put up 17 points. This game, all Atlanta players or all Atlanta starters had 16 plus points.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
I'm trying to remember what they said. They said this is either the first time they did that in WNBA history or one of the first times. So it was super impressive for them.
Those girls were putting in work, and I was really, really impressed with them, especially because they played this team twice this week and won both games.
Yep. And my takeaway is for both of them, this is Atlanta basketball. When Atlanta plays urgent, getting on in transition with energy, with pace, they play good team ball. They use their bench, and they turn that defense into offense.
And let me tell you, little Miss Isabella Borlase.
Yep.
I like her.
Yep, Isabella Borlase, the Australian.
The
thing is, Carl has not been using his bench this whole time, and we've been saying it over and over again. You've got top-tier talent, use it. And he's been using it, and it's proving useful for this Atlanta team. But 100%. Also, going off what we were saying earlier, I will say this every day until I am blue in the face. Jordan Canada is the key of success for this team.
I agree, 100%.
People don't understand how impactful she is on the offense because she's a pass-first point guard. Right. But when she drives to the paint, when she's aggressive, it makes it better than with everyone else. When she plays with pace, when she gets her team out, the reason they're playing with such pace is because she's demanding that they play with pace.
And I love when they match her energy because that's when they produce the best.
Absolutely. She sets the tone for this team, and
Right.
she sets up her teammates so well. On Saturday, she had 12 assists and also contributed 12 points and 7 rebounds. She almost had a triple double.
Double. Nice.
And then she also was the one who shut down Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark had 13 points in that first quarter. Jordan in Canada said, "Give her to me." She had 13 points the rest of the game.
Wow.
The rest, she did not get another single 3-pointer with Jordan Canada guarding
And I
her.
love that. Take that, Twitter.
Take that, Twitter. And we're putting this out there. Not on Twitter, though.
Right.
Maybe TikTok. And then for the Fever, Jess B. Talkin, who was a guest a couple weeks ago, said it. Outside of their big three, they do not have any contributors, and they have got to change that.
And I definitely noticed that. Something about the way that like Sophie Cunningham, when she hits her like random threes, you would think that she don't hit 15 points.
Like, there's a reason she comes off the bench.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
There's a reason. Mm-hmm. But, like, you know, her fan base really loves her.
Yeah, but like, anyways, I'm not gonna get on my soapbox today.
But they just are really struggling to produce otherwise. I mean, with Caitlin Clark shut down, yes, the Indiana on Saturday, yes, the Indiana Fever were still able to get points, but they really struggled to do so. And then also with Kelsey Mitchell being heavily guarded, Aaliyah Boston was in early foul trouble, so she wasn't able to be on the court. You take out the big three, and that's right. It. Raven Johnson was able to produce, but like that was at the last minute after they were like, oh, well, we might as well try some other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They were lied too much on them. So, and it's showing that that's a problem for them.
I agree.
Great Atlanta games, though.
Beautiful games. I was excited.
Let's do the league pulse, shall we?
League pulse. The league pulse.
Yeah, I just have to also note for Atlanta on Saturday, they forced 19 turnovers to their 8 and had 10 steals to the Fever's 1.
Nice.
So defense wins basketball
100%.
Toronto's had an up and down week this week.
Very. Mm-hmm.
You saw Brittany Sykes got injured?
Yeah, that hurt my feelings. I didn't love that.
I mean, she was really thriving on this Toronto team.
Her and Marina together were a really good combo. Yeah.
But even so, without Brittany Sykes, who went down in the Indiana Fever game, Marina Mabry, did you see that 37 points against Connecticut?
Showed out. They also, are they done playing Connecticut? Like, they keep playing Connecticut.
Kathy has got to do a better job of these back-to-back games because it's like, yes, all the teams are supposed to play each other, but why is it that they're playing the same team 3 times in a week and then they never see each other again?
Exactly. Crazy.
That's crazy. And then they'll also they're going to each other's places. So you've got Toronto going to Connecticut and then Connecticut going to Toronto and then back and forth. Literally. That's too much.
Crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. Kathy!
I'm going to help them make the schedule next year.
Good. Yeah. Send an email from girl.don't-even-get-me-started@gmail.com. But it looks like, I guess, Marina's okay without her $1 million backcourt duo.
The thing about Marina is she shows up. Like, she's always going to give it her all. And then she hits these games where she hits 37 points. So, like, I think that's why she gets recognized as much. Because, like, she really does show up for her team every time.
No, for real. But, girl, can we talk about the Mystics?
The young ones?
They beat New York. I'm so proud of them.
I love this team.
I love them.
Every week.
We love them. They have such heart.
You know, they're another team like Connecticut. They get along really, really well. But it's because they're all the same age.
Who's the oldest? Michaela Onyewere? And she's what? 26?
So, like, I feel like they just vibe so well together. And I like how everyone steps up when they need to. Like, Lauren Bett stepped up when Kiki was out, you know? Like, I really appreciate that. Everyone is really trying to play their part. And I'm happy for them. Get them 2 W's.
No, for real. Because, yeah, you're right. They had 2 great wins this week. Who they went against as well? Was it Connecticut?
Yeah, that was a good game, too.
So I'm so proud of them. And look, they had been preparing for a big win like this. They won really big with that buzzer beater
Yes.
against who? Was that the
I
Tempo?
think so. Yeah.
Right. So they had that buzzer beater against the Tempo. They'd been showing like they can hang with the okay teams, but now this like top 5 win, huge.
Huge. Love it.
So proud of them. And Sonia Citron showing out.
Sonya is that girl. Okay.
Our nonchalant final boss.
Literally.
Because you after her buzzer beater last week with her literal
Straight face.
stone cold face,
Scary.
I love her so bad. She got her first career double.
As she should. That girl's a beast.
26 points, 11 rebounds. I'm surprised it's her first.
I was about to say, I'm kind of surprised that that is her first time. But honestly, like, she's about to get more. Don't worry.
Yes. And we talked about Georgia Amore. She scored 10 points in the Liberty game. And like, it was a big contributing 10 points. She was like a Tide Turner in, I think, the third quarter for them. So it was like huge
It's
buckets.
just kind of hot and cold with her.
But she's a point guard. Mm-hmm. Pass first.
There you go.
Chicago. Both of their losses this week were by 1 point.
And I can understand their frustration. Like, I get it. You're getting so close. The games are so good. I understand. I just don't want them to show their frustration so easily.
Wait till the locker room.
But Sydney Taylor is their hidden gems.
I just don't understand where she's come from, how she's been hidden.
She never played.
Right, because she's killing it. I'm so proud of her. Like their rookies, Jaquez. I mean, you know how we feel about these UCLA
kids. She got that stare
kiddos.
down from Paige last night, though. My goodness.
Chill. It's because they didn't get to have that finals face off like they thought. Yeah. Well, no, Paige wasn't going to be playing in that game.
That stare down. Love to see it. Anyways.
I know that you love to see it. I know you do. I love that for you.
Thank you.
I don't even dislike Jaquez in the WNBA. Like, honestly, a majority of these UCLA girls, I don't dislike them that much in the W.
I don't pay them that much attention, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
You know who I still don't like? Olivia Miles.
But you know what? Okay, I don't like how chippy she's getting lately. I'm not a fan of that.
Here's the thing. I actually low-key love that, though, because I think she's that player that makes it fun for you to hate.
Okay.
Like, I think she's creating a persona low-key on purpose.
Maybe. It just kind of gives, like, cocky vibes. And I want her to calm down because I don't know. I don't want her to have that humbling moment because she's getting, like, too big for her britches, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. You're thinking about her. But I think it's kind of like that LSU storyline some years ago when they were like being called villains, so they embraced it. I feel like that's kind of what it is. I don't know. I just think she's the villain in my story. Okay. So she's embracing it overall. Okay. But I really think that she's like leaning into that like villain persona because it low key like it makes the game more fun.
I mean, it does. I just, I want her to calm down just a little bit, just a smidge.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't think she's the kind of person. Well, look, she's got Mama Fee, and I know for a fact that when Mama Fee needs to rein people in, she will.
Yeah.
You remember when she was reining in Ryan Howard a little while ago? Mm-hmm. She'll do it. So if she's getting too big for her britches, Nafisa Collier is going to step in. But I think she's got a good enough team around her that, like, they can help ground her. I think they all seem pretty centered. They're annoying. Don't get me wrong. They're all annoying. But, like, Courtney Williams, she's really friendly with everybody. Yes. And, like, I don't really know Natasha Howard like that. But definitely Courtney will help bring her back to reality.
Also, the twins got chippy last night during the Seattle and Phoenix Mercury game.
Who are we even talking about?
Twins. They just look alike.
Who are we talking about?
Flau'jae and Kalia Copper.
Oh!
I mean, there's literally a picture from last night. They have the same like headband on. They have the same hair texture with the ponytail. And the picture is of the two of them standing with their backs turned. It's like twins.
Flage and Kalia
But
Copper. They do look
yeah,
alike.
but like I think Kalia Copper like blocked Flage, and then she was like talking straight mess, and then Flage didn't back down. Like she stood up like ready for whatever. I'm like, wait, twins, no, stop it. Don't do that.
Y'all forget Flage's from Savannah. She about
I
it,
know.
okay? Stop playing
But
with
I
her.
want to get them to get a long shirt because they're the 20s. Like you can't fight your lookalike.
They can be chippy on the court, but I feel like they're all good. Like, Flage especially.
Yeah.
She's really good at leaving it on the court and then circling back. She's
True.
really quick to take accountability. So, like, I feel like they can do all that talking on the court and be fine after.
I was just proud of her for like not backing down because sometimes these vets can be a little like harsh, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, like, Kalia Copper is definitely a part of that generation for sure, pre Caitlin Clark. And she's got to be frustrated being on this Phoenix Mercury team with them sucking so bad. Even though they did beat Seattle, so good for them, I guess.
But it's Seattle.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, Minnesota won last week 3 times, so I guess they're trying to be back.
Of course.
It's cool getting to see who showed up in the Commissioner's Cup and who didn't. Like, honestly, that tournament I feel like really was revealing to a lot of teams. Atlanta revealed like they've got some things to work on and they fixed it. The Indiana Fever proved that, hey, they've got this big 3 issue and they need to make those adjustments there. I think it's great having this midseason tournament because teams really can get to work, see, okay, what do we need to fix? What can we hone for later? I mean, even the Aces, they made crazy adjustments early on and now they're like top 2.
And it like wakes them up to me, like literally. So I like it.
I agree.
Yeah.
What game was it? Was it the Aces Lynx game where Asia Wilson was like, this feels like a playoff atmosphere?
Yeah.
I mean, look, get these players playing for some money, some cash in their hand. It'll turn them around. Girl, I know if someone said I'd get a bonus for teaching the best lesson of my life, girl, I'll be pulling out all the manipulatives and everything.
They would have to stop me. They'd be like, your lesson's done. No, it's not. I'm still going.
No, it's not. Right. We staying after school. 5 o'clock. Let's go.
Pre-game presser. Yeah, pre-game presser.
Okay, it's time for our next segment, Pre-Game Presser, and we have our guest here to talk about the Commissioner's Cup. Bree, would you introduce yourself for us?
Hey, team. My name is Briana, and I'm excited to be here. Do I do like a little bio?
Sure. Okay, well, just tell us like who you are. Tell us how you got connected with women's basketball. Yeah, that stuff.
Okay, I'm Briana. My connection to women's basketball. Thank you for asking. Paige Beckers. Please, let me explain.
It's a recognizable story. It's okay.
It is. I do know I'm not alone in this experience. But so I would like to say my oldest sister, she was a basketball player. So I have like slight ties to it because like she was a huge Skylar Diggins fan.
Okay.
And they used to be in my city, Tulsa. You remember the Tulsa Shock? R.I.P. R.I.P. Now known as the Dallas Wings.
You're giving some history here.
So Paige Beckers really could be in my city if Tulsa kept the team. Anyway, it's okay. Alas, I stumbled upon Paige Beckers one day, and she was kind of. Then we all go down the rabbit hole of it all, and then I was like, you know what? Let me see what this is talking about. Watching the games, and I was like, wow, this is so exciting. I just got really into it. It's so intense. It's so fierce. I was like, oh, I love it here. And then as I watched more games and started to learn more of the players, started learning the teams and the lore of it all, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in it. I'm so in it. I love it here. So it's just been fun. Like, it's just been like, I feel like I haven't been actively watching sports since like I was in sports, and I'm 10 years removed. So
right. Wow.
Yeah, so kind of got back that love for it, even though I didn't play. Let me be clear, I did not play basketball.
It's okay, me neither.
My basketball skills are 6th grade level. I was but yeah,
it's okay. I get it. Literally coaching my kids in basketball, I'm learning how to play basketball.
And you know what? It's okay. It's perfect. But yes, so that was my introduction to basketball. She was the catalyst of just bringing me into the world. So shout out PB. We love. Literally, no judgment from me here. Okay, anyone who knows me knows I was obsessed, unhealthily so, with Paige Beckers. Okay. Like, hold on. Can we talk about can we talk about the public psychosis I went through? I'm embarrassed. I would like to say I like her a regular amount now. I was
Deliverance.
it was really all consuming there for a second, but I'm normal about it now. So like that's
I'm really glad that this is not a unique experience because, girl, it was really parasocial for a second.
it was. I'm embarrassed. Like I'm embarrassed. I'm reflecting on my.
I went to the UConn South Carolina game, I think last year, and I'm not even gonna lie, I had a whole crisis because I was like, wow, this person has no idea I exist.
It does. It kind of like makes you realize. I'm like, Briana, you have to get a grip. Like
Right.
you're like, she's so important to you. You don't mean nothing to her, and not in a rude way, not in a bad way, but
Right.
like in a way that I'm like, Brianna, this is not healthy a little bit. Like let's come back down to earth. She's a human just like you are. Relax.
Right. That's the one. That's the one. So then tell us, we met through this cool experience you got to do. Tell us more about that.
Yes. All right. First of all, no, actually, won't even start there. I was a hype squad member on Unrivaled, and it was so much fun. I had the time of my life. Like it was genuinely like one of the coolest experiences I got to be a part of. Because one, Unrivaled's still relatively new. Like it's obviously a big deal. Well, it's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to other people. But it's still new and it's still growing. So to be a part of it, like at the early stages of it all, feels really special. So I know I was just
Yeah.
paid to be silly, but I just felt like I was a part of something, and I felt like it was such a beautiful community. Like the Unrivaled community, the women's basketball community, mostly is like a really beautiful community of people. So it was a time. I had such a good
That's
time.
awesome. So then did you get to like interact with the players or like what was the vibe there?
The vibe. Okay. So I definitely don't want to sell it on what it wasn't. Like it wasn't like oh, we just gotta like kiki with them all. No, there was a healthy separation, like
That's
they're
good.
there for a job. We were there. And what I learned too, like being a part of a team like that, is that we are creating the experience. So it kind of is a performance a little bit. Like not in
Yeah.
a inauthentic way, but like it's to help people feel a part of the game just as much as we can, right? So
Right.
anyway, however, with that being said, it was and you've seen it and the venue is small, baby. It's intimate
Yes.
in there. And I
Yes.
think, yes, I think that made it feel like you were really in it. And then so casually, they would just all be around, like,
Right.
yeah, so many of them, like, if they weren't playing, they would just be there watching the games. Like, they were just like, it never was casual to me, but like, they would just be there all the time. And you have to have decorum. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a
Okay,
fan, but I have
yes.
decorum.
Right.
So I for the most part, unless they like interacted with us first, I liked to mind my business because I didn't want to make any waves.
Yeah.
And then like that was my first time. Like a lot of my team members, they work for the Miami Heat and like they do
Oh
this for real.
heck.
You know what I'm saying? So they're
Crap.
used to this kind of, yeah, right? I was like, oh, my team is T. Like I was like, I ain't never done this in my life. So it was crazy, but they're very used to that kind of environment, so they know how to act. Like I was still learning, and I had to like, because like I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not a huge fan of these ladies.
Right.
Please, this is so cool. So like I really had to like reel it in. But we did get like some interactions. Like if they interacted with us, it's cool, and like they had the club nights that they would have. So like
Yeah.
yeah, when we would do like the swag surf, like we would get to like do that with them every once in a while, and like things like that. Like very little interactions, but like it meant a lot to me. So it
Yeah.
was really, really cool.
Who was the coolest? I guess what was like the most memorable interaction you had with one of the players?
Happy. No, I'm getting giddy. Okay, I would say I had a really cool interaction. I had a couple cool interactions with Sanaya Rivers. I want to give Sanaya her flowers publicly. She
Yes.
is so kind. Like she really, and I also loved being able to see how they like interacted with their fans, and like
Yeah.
and I feel like Sanaya was so personable. She really was like intentional with those interactions. I thought it was really beautiful, and like she was just very friendly. She's very warm.
Yes.
Um,
We talk about Sanaya Rivers all the time. Like it is so
yes,
clear to see how genuine she is. So I
yes.
love like she's such a cool person.
She is, and like it's genuine, and it's not a performance. Like she really is like that, and being able to see you get to see people for real. So I was like, so I want to give her flowers publicly, and I want to give her a shout out. And then second interaction I had that was really cool. T Cloud, I'm normal about it.
She's
No,
just normal.
she's
She's
really
cool.
cool. Yes, but like equally, she's just as bubbly, and like she's very kind. She's one of those people that she treats the CEO the same way she treats the janitor type. You know what I'm saying? Just very genuine. She
Mm-hmm.
appreciates everybody, every piece of the puzzle that makes an experience what it is. Like she doesn't treat people like, you know how, like, I'm not saying anything about this specifically, but like just in life in general, people always are like, they're more proper when it comes to like people they deem as higher than like someone they,
Right.
yeah. T Cloud is the like, she's the opposite of that. Like she treats everybody the same with the same amount of kindness, the same amount of like thoughtfulness, you know. So like shout
Yeah.
out. But specifically, there was one time she was like, we were waiting in like the corner to do a fan engagement, and
Yeah.
she came up to us and she was like, hey, I just want to, like, it was towards the end of the season, and she was like, I just want to say we really appreciate you guys. You guys worked hard this whole season. She gave us a hug, and I was like,
I would die a little bit, just a little.
I was really calm about it. I was really proud of myself. I was really calm about it, but I was
She
like,
said, "I'm normal. I'm normal."
I was really normal, but like it was, that was such a cool moment because it was like, oh wow, like you see us, like you acknowledge us, like, because you know,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, it felt really cool to be acknowledged and appreciated in that way by one of the players, because it's like, oh, they actually appreciate what we do, and we're not like just a nuisance just like hooting and hollering the whole time. So that felt really cool.
That's awesome. We did just talk about Natasha Cloud, and I just want to hear your thoughts about this before we get into our next segment. Natasha Cloud, they had that game yesterday against the Dallas Wings. It did
Hmm.
not go well with the Chicago Sky, and Natasha Cloud had this moment, where she's visibly
Yeah.
frustrated and kicks
Yeah.
something. How did you feel about that? What are some of your thoughts?
I think she's human and she's a
Yeah.
passionate athlete. We've all done it, you know. Like, as long as she didn't hurt nobody, like that's such a, I don't know, it's a fair reaction. Like, one, she doesn't do it all the time. It's not like she's some like wild like loose cannon that can't control her emotions. Like, no, she's
Right.
passionate, and like, think about, like, and that game was fierce. Like that game was intense. Like those
Yeah,
are the
the
games I
poor
live for. But
things.
obviously, like, either way it went, I was happy, but like obviously her being on the team and they had a huge lead the whole game and ended up losing, like, hey man, I've thrown a bat or two in my day. Because,
She's like,
hey,
softball.
yes, hey, shout out softball. But girl, like I get it. You just get overtaken because you just get so frustrated at a moment. So like,
Heard,
hey,
heard.
it's just being human and her having a human moment.
Yeah, I definitely think it is interesting to remember like these are well-rounded players who of course this is their profession and they love this game. That's why they got
Right.
involved in it. So like it's definitely interesting to remember like of course they're very passionate about it. This is what they made their whole life around.
Exactly. It's serious. Like it really, it's that serious. So I understand. I understand that level of like intense emotion. So
Yep. Heard. Well, I'm so glad that you decided to join us today. Bree, we met at the Unrivaled game. I
we
just was
did.
literally just a fan and you were just super cool. And I was like, let me just share my little information with you because you're just so cool. And you really did create such an awesome experience
Thank
for us
you.
as fans. Like it really Unrivaled is a vibe like no other. It just was such a fun time and so warm and welcoming. And I mean that was like a huge part due to y'all. So like y'all did a great job.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm glad that's of course what we want for the fans. Like we're having a good time, like but we do want to like impact people's experience. So I'm glad to hear that from someone who had the experience, that we did a little something for you.
No, literally, my friend, we're going to a game tomorrow. We literally met and then rivaled. And we both said, like, this was the best day of my life. Like, this just feels like home. Like, but for real, it was so fun.
I
So,
love
10 out of
that.
10, y'all killed them as.
I love that. Unrivaled, really, like that environment, because like I've been to W games, but like Unrivaled, it's just like a completely different environment. Like it almost is like, you know, when you first start a sport and you like feel that initial passion for it, you're like, wait, I love this. That's what Unrivaled feels like. It really feels like
Yes.
the heart of what the sport is, and like the
Yes.
thrill of it and the intensity and the joy of it. So shout out Unrivaled.
I mean, for real. And it's so honoring, I feel like, to the fans because, like you mentioned, it is a very small environment. And I do think some of that distance, like, is closed to where, like, the
Yeah.
players are right there and it feels so much more intimate because, like, this is their whole profession. But for so many of us fans, this means so much to us
Yes.
as well. And so it kind of, like, is that bridge to where, like, this is something that we're passionate about. We're also really passionate about it. We can both come and be passionate here together. So it's a really sweet place that just kind of honors the fan experience. Like, yes, you're obsessed with this. We know and we love it. So it's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I agree. I do think fans do get fed in this environment. And like obviously when you go to other games or just other environments, it's not really guaranteed that you're going to meet the player that you want to meet, but like you have such a high percentage, you have such a high chance of meeting the player that you want to meet at Unrivaled, because like I said, they're just around, like they're
They're just
watching the game,
around.
they're there, you're close, like you there's not a seat in that arena where you feel so, like so far away from anything, like everything is tangible, it feels like. So it really is like we're all in there just locked in like little sardines.
It's cute. I love it. Well, let's get into our next segment, the film room. For those who are new listeners, the film room is where we talk about the top game of the week, one of the biggest games, and we break it down. We share our thoughts, opinions, all that stuff. So, Brie, are you ready to break down this game?
Yes. Yes. This game was so good.
Do you want to share what game we're talking about today?
We are talking about the Dallas Wings and Valkyries game. When did that happen?
It was Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday. It was either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Exactly.
It was the middle of the week.
Period.
Probably. Okay, so I'm going to give a quick recap, and then we're going to go and decide which team to talk about first.
Cool.
Okay, so I just watched this game today, so it's really fresh in my mind. It's
All
perfect.
right.
So quarter one, Dallas came out real strong.
Mhm.
Okay, they started out really strong defensively, forced 6 turnovers on Golden State. Awak Kawir was doing a great job bottling up the paint, using her length, stealing the ball. And then Jessica Shepard, she was going off.
Always.
She got double digits within the first quarter.
Mhm.
Killing it. Dallas was also shooting 65% from the field, but Golden State said, okay, we're going to recover. Give us a second. They were staying fast pace, staying aggressive, getting out in transition, so they weren't, behind.
Right.
This quarter ends 26-17 Dallas, right? Quarter two, the Valkyries take advantage of Jessica Shepard and Paige Beckers being on the bench. Because this Valkyries team bench is deep. Okay?
Deep, baby.
Right? They go on a 19-0 run. They take the lead at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and they keep that lead the whole rest of the quarter. Gabby Williams was out here shooting left and right. She got 13 points like that.
Yep.
Insane. Dallas, poor babies. They missed 10 shots in a row.
Hey, man. It happens. We love y'all.
It was rough. They finally got some points around the 2-minute mark. Finally got there. This quarter ends 44-33. Golden State up by 11. Quarter three, Dallas was like, wait, we're still good. And so they're like forcing some turnovers, getting some good stops, getting out in transition because they love to get out in transition.
Right.
And so they started scoring. They closed the gap to like 2-point lead. But then Veronica Burton, she said, I love this game and I'm good at it.
Mm-hmm.
She pops out, gets 6 points in a row real quick. That gives Golden State momentum. They got some good steals, defensive plays. But then towards the end, Dallas is getting even more stops. And Golden State's getting a little sloppy because they're feeling a little too hype.
Mm-hmm.
They're like feeling the crowd, the energy of the crowd. They're like, we're at home. And then they start like, ooh, okay, wait, let's rein it in. So this
Really didn't.
right. This quarter ends 64-62 Golden State. Quarter four. It's going back and forth for a little while. Remember, Dallas is like, we're getting some stops. We're getting somewhere. But then Dallas picks up some fouls. Golden State continues to hustle. They push that lead back. Dallas is making little mistakes. Paige Beckers was in the restricted area for a second. Awak Kawir stepped out of bounds. Little things here and there. And the Valkyries just responded to all of that. Dallas got a little something going towards the end, but the Valkyries were like, no, we're going to take this one. And then they got the win. They won 91-80.
There we go.
Golden State. And it was Wednesday, so we were close.
It was Wednesday. We were close. We said midweek.
Exactly. That's literally right at the middle of the week. We had it. Okay, so who would you like to talk about first? Dallas or Golden State?
You know what? Let's open the discussion of the Valkyries because let's talk about Veronica Burton.
Hey guys, future Stephanie here. Just as a disclaimer, we have some technical difficulties and the mic gets a little crazy, so please bear with us. Love y'all.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Minor setback, girl.
Anyways, we're talking about Golden State. Where were we?
We're starting with Veronica Bird. My girl is fierce. She is
Period.
so fierce. Like, here's the thing. She was a player. I was unaware of her game. Like I said, I'm still new here, so hey, nobody come for me. I really got to see her play being at Unrivaled. I said, where have I been? I've been under a rock.
Right.
She is fierce. Like, she's just so intense. I think her energy has really, like, it's been such a catalyst for the Valkyries. I don't know if you feel that way, but I do. Like, I feel like when she's on the court, like, it's like people match her intensity, you know?
Right.
So I think she's been a great, like, she's so fun to watch. Like, she's one of my favorite players to watch because she's just fierce. Like, there's no break. There's no break when she's like offense or defense. So like, you gotta be alert every second that she's around, because if you hold that ball for too long, snatch. You going up her snatch, like, she just like, she's just fierce everywhere. Like, there's no break when it comes to her. So that's one.
Yes. Veronica Burton, she was counted out previously. She really, she got her big break last season with this Valkyries team, was most improved. And I mean, like, I love that the Valkyries give all these players another chance to like really prove and show that they're top tier players.
Exactly. Yes. And I think Gabby Williams has been such like a perfect addition to the team. Like, everyone just like, I feel like this team really complements. Everyone just really complements each other. And like you said, that bench, there's nobody that should be slept on this team. Like, you could put anybody out there and they're gonna perform. They're gonna do what they need to do. So they've been really fun to watch.
They're and that's the thing. Their style is so fun. They're fast paced. They have good defense, turn it into offense. And I agree with you. Gabby Williams has brought so much to this team. Like, I don't know what it is. If it's just like her experience, her energy. I mean, because they've always had energy, but I think that she brings an energy that grounds them.
I was about to say that, yes.
Right? And so she just brings so much to this team that's like, they're playing fast paced, but they're also playing more disciplined. And that's exciting.
Yeah.
So they're winning now.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's been, I've really enjoyed this team. I didn't really keep up much with the Valkyries last season, but like this season I'm locked in because I was like, wow, like I said, they're fun to watch. And it's like, when they're playing, it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be quick. It's going to be fierce. It's going to be intense. It's going to be explosive. Like, yeah.
For real. And Gabby Williams is so just like magnetic and like she really brings an extra little something to this team. Anyways, I literally wrote exactly what you're saying. There is no bad player on this team. Can we talk about Caitlin Shin for a second?
Girl, are we on the same? Our brains are like, we're like that Spider-Man meme. Because I was just about to say
we're here.
We're here. Yes. Caitlin, girl, like, once again, I was slightly familiar with her game because I've seen her. And like, I also saw, what was the situation? She got drafted and then like waived immediately.
No, yeah. So she like got waived and then she got picked back up and she was like drafted later in the round. So they were like a little uncertain with her, but everybody knew that she had it in her.
Yeah. It's
just when you're on a team with people like Paige Beckers and AZ Thud, like it's harder for you to shine.
Yes, I feel like I've just been so impressed. Like she's like a quiet force, Yeah. Because it's like people sleep on her, but I'm like, don't sleep, because like height wise, she is shorter than most of the girls, and that is no shade. That's no shade. You just as fierce, girl.
It's 5'9". We looked it up.
Okay, and like objectively, that's not short, but like obviously in basketball world it is. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like she's one of those players that people sleep on, but I'm like, she's a quiet force. So don't ever get it twisted. And she wasn't at UConn for nothing. Hello.
Right. And like the thing is, she got 15 points off the bench this game. She had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal.
Yeah.
Highest plus minus on the team. Like, it was crazy seeing her impact because she just has this confidence. And I feel like that's one thing with all of these players is they have this confidence. All of them feel empowered to just drive straight to the basket. And it makes it difficult to guard this Valkyries team.
They are hard to guard. Like, I get out of breath just watching it because they're just quick.
No,
they're quick, they're moving, like it's hard to keep up. So
it is. And then they're just able to, I don't know, that kind of confidence creates so many opportunities for the rest of their team, because then you're like, oh wait, this person's going to drive to the basket, I got to quickly get ahead of them, draws 2 defenders, and then oops, someone's opening the 3, they shoot it and they score.
Exactly. I think they're good at like causing chaos a little bit in the way that it's like, oh, it kind of makes like people speed up and like try, and once you like start speeding up and get a little out of control of yourself, it starts creating like mistakes, and they capitalize on that really well, I think. So
Oh, 100%. Now that is one thing that they definitely still have to balance.
For
is they get sped up too.
Right.
And they start making those little mistakes as well. We saw it, in that third. They were like, oh. They were like, oh.
Wait. Pump the brakes.
No, for real. But then that comes with like that veteran leadership, Like you do have the Tiffany Hayes, the Gabby Williams, the Kayla Thorntons. Like you have those players who can remind their teammates, okay, let's slow down. Let's play the basketball we know to play. Or Kia Stokes too. Like they've got that veteran presence that can definitely help slow things down when they need to.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm excited about them. That was a great game on their end. I mean, it was a great game in general. I enjoyed watching it. So now we pivot to the Dallas Wings?
Let's do it.
All right. First, I would like to say, let's fill the room with thank you. If you were a Dallas fan last year, it was the trenches, babe. It was the trenches.
It was. Tempest is a Dallas fan.
Hey, it was rough, but like to see what we like saw last year to what they are right now, like I've been floored. Like it's not that. Listen, one thing about me, I'm devoted and I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my team. So last year, and what's funny? Paige made a speech their last game of the season. She said, basically, she was like, don't lose faith in us. Like, we're going to figure it out. And I remember that, and I stuck with it. And guess what? We're seeing it. We're seeing it. So I'm feeling really like, I'm feeling proud of, when people are like, oh, my team, like as if I'm putting any work in. I just want to be clear. I ain't putting in no work. All I'm giving is my love, but I'm proud of my team.
They really have grown.
And yeah, they have. And like, obviously so much has changed. Like, they virtually have a brand new team, and then the new coach. And listen, my man Jose has caught some flack, and I hope I don't get canceled for this, but I like that. I like him.
Okay.
I like him. I don't know. I feel as though whatever's happening, things are really like they're finding a lot of cohesion. I think that's what lacked with Dallas last year was like there was such a lack of cohesion. And it wasn't like, it was so many forces above them. Like so many trades were happening, injuries. It's like they never got to gel at all for real, know? So I think we're seeing a lot of cohesion. A lot of things are just like falling into place. Things are working. So it's been really cool to watch. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them in a parasocial way. I am.
We had some complaint only with the coach putting their business out there in front of all the world, talking about their selfishness.
Fair enough.
That was the only thing.
Yeah.
However, I can understand how he could say that.
Yeah.
Because it did look like their selfishness. And the way that they're playing with such quick, fast-paced team ball, you cannot afford to have any kind of selfishness. So I understand where he's coming from. He has turned this team around.
Yeah, you can't argue the results. Like I agree to the sentiment of like, okay, maybe you didn't have to air that out, but like, a little fire. Hey, because they've been looking good since then.
They have.
And I also got to meet Coach at Unrivaled. He showed up to quite a few games to like see his players, and like I interacted with him a little bit. I was like, he's cool with me. Like I'm excited for the season. So anyway, shout out. That's I want to start giving Dallas some flowers because man.
Here's the thing. I'm not a diehard Dallas fan. In order to not be parasocial about people, I have to low-key hate them a little bit. So like I swung super the other way with Paige. So now I'm like low-key indifferent at this point. But this Dallas team absolutely is talented. The thing is they rely really heavily on their guards. They are, made up of really talented guards. They've got Paige, they've got AZ, they've got Enrique. But what on earth is going on with Alana Smith?
Hey, man. Hey,
what is going on?
Something's happening. Do you know what? I always give grace to it all because, like, I really just think about, well, I don't want to get off topic. Alana, girl, it's okay. I think maybe she's having a hard time adjusting. She got her face is messed up. Like, hey,
her face.
Things are happening. Things are, sometimes you get knocked out of your equilibrium and you have a hard time kind of finding your way back. I think she's just having a hard time.
Yes. She's not producing, in the ways that people hoped she would. And I definitely think in a game like this, where Dallas is rattled, because when their guards are not able to produce, they get rattled, as we saw. And on a game like today, you've got to be able to have production from your bigs, And Alana Smith, you are the one. You are the big queen.
She is the big.
And it's tough. So I don't know if, that man that coaches Dallas, I don't know if he just really likes guard play more, but like there doesn't seem to be much going on for the post players other than Jessica Shepard and Awak Kawir. You know, like we don't see the other post players involved. You know, we've seen Leah Rue's minutes significantly dwindled.
I'm sad about it.
Right. So it's definitely interesting. We see Jess Shepard, but oftentimes she's either alone or she's facilitating.
Yeah.
So it definitely is interesting. Like, I'm wondering what his style of play is. I mean, obviously, again, you've got these talented guards, top tier, but how do you get other players involved when your guards aren't able to produce? Because 7 minutes scoreless? We gotta switch some stuff up.
Yeah, I agree. I don't I don't want to speak on things I don't fully understand, but I agree with the sentiment of like when things aren't working, you kind of have to throw some other things together to see what might gel.
And speak on it, Queen. I do it all the time.
She's like, and I be speaking out of turn all the time. And what?
I did not play basketball.
Right. Gosh, and you know what else? This might be a little bit of a sidebar, but like I deeply empathize with these players. Like, I cannot imagine the mental weight that they carry all the time, because it's not only like it's become so much bigger than basketball. Like, people are constantly everything they do, like people are saying something about, everyone has an opinion about everything. Like you can't be a human, you cannot have a bad game without people be like, oh, like she don't deserve all that money, or oh, she shouldn't have been this.
Right.
And if you're someone who's never had a talent in their life, like those people are so loud. But like once again, we're all human, so like I'm sure when you see those things and you're constantly hearing those things, it's hard to like battle, you know. And then like one thing about sports, like you get in a slump sometimes, like it happens, it really does. You can do everything you can to get out of it, but sometimes it just happens. And when you have like maybe multiple bad games in a row, like people just start to diminish you. I'm like, no, give people time. Like I just really empathize. I really empathize with them.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm glad you said at the beginning, like how much they have grown.
Yeah.
Honestly, from last year to this year, they were at the bottom 5. Now they're in the middle 5. That's a huge gain. Like, and they've beaten top tier teams. They've hung with maybe the Aces.
They clapped the Aces. I was like, who am I watching?
No, for real. I was kind of
like, who is?
I was kind of annoyed because I was like, don't put the Aces Commissioner's Cup run in jeopardy.
Right. And did. Right. No, that was crazy. Like, I was genuinely shocked at that game. I was like, whoa, like, I cannot believe this is the team I was watching last year. So,
but I think it also shows that they're still young. And I think we saw that throughout the game. Yeah. You know, they had little mistakes here and there. And so those are some of those things that come with experience, you know, like they've got the Jessica Shepard of it all, and I guess Alana Smith, but like most of their team is
young,
first, second, third year players.
Yeah.
So they definitely still have room to grow, and I mean you can see it, and they still, even so, they didn't give up in this game.
Right. And I think that's one thing about Dallas that rings true even last year. Like they never gave up. Like you could tell that there was fight to the end always, you know? So like I could always appreciate that. So even like last year when they had so many losses in a row, but I was like, but if you watch the game, they were low-key in the game. They just didn't finish. Like, you know, but there was always fight. And I think this team has like a lot of fight.
Absolutely. Here's a hot take. They pride themselves on teamwork. I think some of these team members need to be a little more selfish.
Because you said it, not me.
Because, I mean, you know, Paige Beckers, she's always going to be that girl. And, like, even looking at her stats this game, she still had 15 points. But she started getting points when she just started taking it.
Right.
Sometimes, especially because they have such top-tier talent, just take the ball. Arike does it, and she got 21 points.
Arike, she give me that.
No,
give me that.
And, like, she's learned how to be more of a team player, but like for real, she gets results when she takes that ball.
Of course, right. And also in Arike's defense, like this is no shade to the organization of Dallas Wings, but she kind of carried them on her back for many years, you know. So like she's used to that, like moving like that. So, and I agree. I think Paige is aggressive. She is all those things, but I do think she is like such a selfless player that she's always like, here. She's like Oprah. She's, hey, you get the ball, you get the ball. So. But take the shot,
and I think she got used to that her last year at UConn, you know, like she was, you know, stepping aside a little to literally allow other players to grow. And it's like, yes, you know, you can't depend on just yourself. And yes, you are part of a new system, but girl, take that shot. Drive for the basket. You put that weight on for a reason. You are strong, girl.
Oh, because hold on, sidebar. Let's talk about that. I was like, you know, it's so funny. Like, I didn't realize just how like small she was. This is no shade.
She was really
She
small.
was tiny. She was
really small.
She was skinty. Oh, and
I mean, those ACLs were snapping. They don't snap because they're muscles, but they were snapping, girl.
She was little, and like it was such a gradual progression. I was like, she's looking a little buff, but then like I'll look at a picture from this time last year to her now. I was like, oh, she's buff for real. Like,
no, for real. She has been in the gym. She said, and never again will I get pushed around.
She's like, y'all not finna play me ever again. Ever.
Right.
I got weight now. But I get it. She been working hard. Them arms, like,
she has been.
Hey. And you can see it. Yes. Like, I don't know. You can see it. It's not like I'd be really proud of them. I'm proud of them in a parasocial way, for real. Like, you see the work. They really do put in the work. Like, they really respect and value the thing that they do, you know? So.
Yes.
And you could tell.
Yes. I mean, I'm right with you. They do. They just have got to figure out their vibe, get those bigs involved more, and just continue to mature.
Yeah.
They're still figuring it out. They're still a young team. Yeah. They're still a new team. Yeah. So I think once they figure out how to adjust when pressure is put on their guards, because we saw that when they played Atlanta.
Yeah.
When their guards are heavily defended, they get really frustrated and they have a hard time recovering.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
yeah, I think they've made a lot of improvements already, but they have so much room to grow. It's almost exciting because it's like they are so young, and it's like, think of what they might be here in a couple of years. You know, God willing, they like most of the team stay
together.
Yeah, you know, we see how this goes. They just be trading, throwing it, everybody everywhere. So like,
right.
But
I mean, Paige she's got what, another year there at the very least. AZ's got 2. You know, they're stuck.
Yeah, they stuck a little bit.
They stuck.
I think there's a lot of promise here. Like, the world's really our oyster. I say their oyster.
He said, yours. You're on the team. I don't know if you knew.
I'm on the team. And you know what? And watch me. I'm a try out for the flight crew next year. I'm gonna be on the team. Okay.
She gonna be there.
Yes, my next side quest.
With your love, I believe it.
Okay? Thank you, and I received that.
It.
You gonna catch me?
Right. Do you have any other thoughts for either of these teams?
I'm just excited. I'm enjoying this season a lot so far. I can't even like properly predict where this season will end up because so many people are showing up in different ways, you know? So right. I'm like, who knows what teams will like end up in the finals? Of course, I'm where we're at. Like, I'm enjoying this moment, but like just thinking in future, like, who knows? Like, I'm excited. The Dallas Wings could mess around and make it to the finals. Like, who knows? The world is we're really up. So I'm just excited. I'm just happy to be here, man.
Well, Bree, thank you so much for joining me today. Like, I appreciate it so much. I'm so glad that we've gotten to keep in contact and like we're friends now.
Yes, we're friends. Come on.
Drop your socials so people can follow you.
Oh, yes. Do I drop them verbally or?
Yes, go ahead. And we'll put it in the show.
All right. Well. Instagram. It's at Breestagram, and that's Bree with 2 I's. I'll spell it. BRIISTAGRAM. And then TikTok is just Briana's House, BRIANAS .house.
Y'all heard it here first, y'all. First,
and that's where you'll find me.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll have you again. We'll definitely have you again.
Let's do Culture Corner.
We haven't done that in a while.
And I felt like we haven't needed to.
True.
But the time has come.
Talk
because
to me.
We have some things to talk about. Mm-hmm. First things first, don't get me started on this LA Sparks team because we've been talking about this all season long about how they do not use their rookies. And now they have permanently offended me.
Why have they permanently offended you?
Because they have waived Sanaya Fagan. My Gamecock girlie. We're from the same neighborhood. We're both from Ellenwood. And they're going to do her dirty. But for real though, I actually hate it.
I need for another team to like seriously pick her up. She deserves the chance.
That's the thing. The chance. She hasn't even been given the chance. She averages 3 to 4 minutes a game. She does not play. And that's just not fair. Why draft her if you're not going to play her at all?
Especially when we think about like Sarah Ashley Barker, who is living her absolute best life in Portland. Like, these girls are talented or else you wouldn't have them on your rosters. Use them.
And the thing is, like, you chose to keep her after last year's cuts,
Right.
after this year's cuts. And yet now mid-season, after again not playing her, keeping any other team from signing her, you waive her.
I think it's ridiculous. She could have went to she could have went to Toronto Tippo and thrived or something. I mean,
exactly.
Come on now.
Honestly, I'm not gonna root for this LA team anymore. Like, I just can't.
Yeah.
Like, I can't support a team that really misuses their players. Even with Kate Martin, how they just signed some other guard instead of actually signing her instead of on a hardship contract.
And I love Kate Martin. That's Money Martin. But like, we gotta do better.
Tanaya Latson doesn't get any play. That's why they're doing terribly. I'm sorry. That's why y'all are in the bottom 5, because you only play your starters and they're exhausted. Like, if I have to hear one more time about Kelsey Plum, I'm a riot.
That's the only name you hear is Kelsey Plum.
Which it was cute with her doing the post-game stuff after the Atlanta game, and Alicia Gray was like, "Is that KP?" Also, I like Alicia Gray again.
Good.
I just had to remember she really is. I mean, again, we don't know these players, but she seems like a really sweet gal.
Yeah, she is. Well, I don't know her personally, but it seems like she is.
Right? We don't know these people yet. Anyways, I just had to mention it. LA, you're on my hit list in terms of
I'm blaming Kathy.
Hating. I blame Kathy. I blame Lynn Roberts. And as a female coach, as one of the few female coaches in the league, you gonna do our girls dirty? Shame on you, Lynn.
Do better.
Kathy and Lynn, they probably best friends. They probably play golf on Sundays.
They probably do.
Anyways, in other news, AZ Fudd has signed with Project B.
And Unrivaled fans are upset.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that coming. Because Paige is signing a multi-year, she has equity in Unrivaled. Right. And so not only in the offseason are they going to be separated, but Ace is going to be traveling the world.
So what exactly is Project B?
So Project B is an off-season league that is an international league, essentially. They're going to be traveling to different places across the globe playing basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Remember, that was the one we were like, it seems a little weird because there may be foreign investment in terms of like Iran or something like that. I believe that has been debunked. I did a video on it on my TikTok. I can't remember the exact details. They have funding from this like company that does events in Iran. So I don't believe it's not the Iranian government.
Okay.
It's definitely not that. But it's definitely in an international league. They're traveling around the world and they're getting paid a lot more money.
Okay, cool.
A lot of people are signing with them, but it definitely is different. You've got Sophie Cunningham who signed on, Alyssa Thomas who signed on. It does bring them that international travel. We talked about that when it comes to traveling to play outside of the United States, how it can definitely bring a level of risk after Brittany Griner and her arrest. So it's definitely an interesting choice for sure. And considering Paige, her, I think, still girlfriend, has investment in Unrivaled, I just don't think anyone saw AZ Fudd signing with this international league that also seems to be a little concerning.
For sure. We'll see how it goes, I guess.
It also just seems like a weird vibe. Like, I don't know. Like, the people who signed with Project B, that made sense to me. Like Sophie Cunningham, Alyssa Thomas, like I feel like they vibe with that. But AZ Fudd, I just don't see her vibing in that space.
I was looking forward to her being in Unrivaled as well. So
I don't know. Maybe they want a little space, perhaps.
Maybe.
They're together a lot. I don't know. But also, again, we don't know these players. We don't know these people. Are they still together? Are they not still together? I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, should we do God Shot?
Let's do God Shot.
It's a God Shot.
For God Shot this week, I'm really just going off vibes right now. We're filming this on Father's Day. And, okay, yeah, I'm going to share what my pastor shared today at church. He was sharing like the formula to be a good father. And he was like, but it's not just a good father. It's what anyone should do. And it's honestly, he was talking about the story of Noah and how If you aren't familiar with the story of Noah, go watch that movie. Which one is it? Bruce Almighty or Evan Almighty? But I think it was Bruce Almighty. One of the two. Watch both of them, actually. They're really funny. Morgan Freeman's in them. Story of Noah. God told Noah to build an ark. Rain wasn't even invented yet. Everyone made fun of him. There was a big flood. Everyone died but Noah and the people on the boat, his family. And so people were saying, like, Noah was preaching to all these people for years, hundreds of people, but he only saved 7 people. And what Pastor was saying was those were the most important because they were his family. You know, it's not about the numbers. We are called to be faithful to the people that God puts in our sphere of influence, you know? And like, it can get really easy, especially when you're on social media or like in the big basketball stage, to be very conscious of all those things. And of course, we're definitely called to be faithful and, you know, walk in a Christ-like way. But at the end of the day, who God puts right in front of us, who's in our sphere of influence, our family and our friends, that's the most important part. And as long as we are faithful to minister to them, God's got us. So it was cool hearing like about, I don't know, that father being faithful to his family and like how we don't have to save everybody. You know, we'd be faithful to our sphere of influence. You know, I think about you and like how faithful you are to being such a great aunt for your niece, especially. And like how you're just being so faithful in that. So I think you're a great example of that.
Thank you. That was so sweet.
Shall we close out this episode with the final buzzer?
Yeah.
It's time for player of the week.
Who's your player of the week?
Girl, my player of the week is Angel Reese.
Oh, she was so good.
My girl has been going through it. Okay. During the game against the Toronto Tempo, some things happened. It was a lot. I did not like that. But I feel like she just came back with a vengeance, and like she's proving more and more every day or every game of why she's in this league. I think a lot of people count her out or just don't give her the credit, or they say that she's too much of a star, but it's basketball. Right. She's here for basketball and she's doing that. She also hit her 1,000th rebound this week. And I think that's commendable. So Angel Reese.
She's the fastest WNBA player to do so.
Absolutely. And she's just that girl. You can't hate Angel Reese. Okay? That's the Barbie.
I love it. And they're doing a Barbie theme night later in the season. And I think it's great. She's awesome, a fantastic
And let me tell you, my friend was like, did you and Seda, did you guys get the jerseys yet? I know y'all are getting them. And I was like, you know what? You're onto something.
Should we?
Should we?
I won't be able to be there, but I still want a jersey.
Right. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's get our management team on it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, for my joy of the week, I want to talk about Caitlin Chen.
Oh, love her.
She had a fantastic week this week, and she was talking about specifically how much it means to her to be in the WNBA, in a professional women's sports league as an Asian American, because there's not a lot of representation for, one, Asian athletes in general, but two, especially Asian players in basketball. And so it was really sweet getting to see like how much it means to her, and for her to also just be able to be in that space, because she's absolutely correct. We do not have enough Asian players, and so it's really exciting to see her thrive and also be celebrated as an Asian player and get to be that example, because she gets to inspire a whole other generation of kids to say, oh wait, I can do that too. I get to also be a basketball player too. So I'm awesome. I'm super excited that like she mentioned that, and also that she gets to be that representation for kids in the future.
That's awesome. I love Caitlin Chen. She's awesome. She's a good player.
She is, and she killed it this week. So proud. Anyways, final team predictions.
Ooh, let's see. You know what? I'm putting Atlanta in there. I said what I said.
Period.
I'm putting Atlanta in there.
Come on.
And you know what? I'm going to put them against Minnesota. I have to.
Ooh.
I have to. Yeah.
I support.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Okay.
And then my predictions are, I'm also going with Atlanta because my girls went off.
They did.
Okay. Went off. But I'm going to say Vegas.
Okay.
Atlanta versus Vegas. I think that'd be fun.
That would be a fun matchup. I like that, actually.
Right? This Atlanta team showed out so well. honestly, it could go either way for any of these top 5 teams. They're all so good.
And everyone's like working overtime, and I just love to see it.
They are. I know. I can't wait. You know what? Who knows? Maybe Chicago will make it.
You know what? Don't ever count them out.
Right.
Except for Connecticut.
They gonna get it, Natasha. We love you,
Connecticut. We love you, Connecticut and Seattle.
Poor babies.
Love you, Sanaya Rivers.
And justice for Sanaya Fagan. Prayers that you find a team. This was a great episode. I hope y'all enjoyed our guest. We're gonna take a little break on guests since the Commissioner's Cup is over until the finals. Oh, yeah. So we will see you with guests for the finals, which we have a surprise guest for you. So be prepared.
Dun dun dun.
Come back in the meantime. Anyways, I'm Stephanie.
I'm Tempest.
And this has been Girl. Don't even get me started. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.